Welcome in, Libra. My name is Marie at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a general reading for you, our air sign Libra. Good to have you here. Welcome in. Welcome in, cross watchers. Please feel free to swap around the characters as need be throughout the reading. Anytime that you come across this reading and you were drawn into it was a time that you were meant to listen to it. Messages coming through for you, Libra, should reflect some aspect of your current situation. Doesn't have to reflect all of it, but there might be pieces that it reflects, as well as and or an inner knowing. So take what fits. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It just might not be the reading for you this week. But for those of you that this does resonate with, I will have an extended at the end of this video. We will dive deeper into the reading and we will explore zodiac signs that come up in your reading. Zodiac signs coming through can be about an intimate connection, as well as and or background players, friends, family, relatives, siblings, children, extended family, blended family, best friends, colleagues, work associates, play associates. Even if you don't know their zodiac sign, you will be able to identify with the energies coming through in the extended. So just keep that in the back of your mind as we go through the reading. And if you like the content being shared, please like and subscribe to help the channel grow. Know that it is honored and it is appreciated. And that way other Libras might be able to get the messages that could be needed for them. So thank you. All right, so this is for Libra. Moon, rising, and Venus. This is messages for those watching, please. Moon, rising, and Venus. This is messages for those watching, please. Moon, rising, and Venus. Moon, rising, and Venus. Messages for those watching. One more time. Patience. All right, here we go, Libra. So your overall theme or energetic theme, we've got the star, hopes, wishes, dreams, opportunities, things you love, things you want, things that bring you joy. Let's see what your overall energy is. High Priestess, heading in the right direction, my friends. That's just an inner knowing. Pulling on your innate intuitive processes. Listening to the guidance within. Let's see what your situation is. We have the Page of Pentacles. You're learning how to tune in. It's a learning process, and you're learning how to trust the process of listening to your inner guidance. So let's find out what your opportunity is here. The Chariot. So this could be bringing in they're kind of opposing energies. Being in the world and doing, and then listening to that quiet inner guidance, that soft voice. It's not loud. It's kind of a soft nudging. So there's kind of opposing energies going on here. But you're moving forward. You're moving forward and you're learning how to listen in. So let's see what the universe is co-creating with you. Page of Swords, apprenticeship, learning. Gathering in the information. Reviewing. Taking in the information, knowledge. Knowledge is being given to you. So let's see what's how you got here. Queen of Swords. Well, usually when the Queen of Swords comes up, that's about seeing things clearly. That is about kind of detaching from the emotional body, taking your experiences, your wisdom, your knowledge, and applying it to the situation. This is like things from the past that you have gone through and you have learned from, you are applying to the situation at hand. So let's see what's right around the corner for you. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Self-assuredness. Confidence. Acceptance. Satisfaction. Let's see what's fading away. We have the King of Wands. This could be something tied up with ego. This could be something to do with trying to perform, wearing a mask, trying to be the expectations of what everybody feels like you should be. This is kind of like putting on a performance. Very charismatic, very the life of the party, so to speak. So let's see what the outside influences are. We have the Page of Wands. You could be tapping into some things that are inspiring you, or inspiring, kind of stirring something on the inside. Tapping into things that maybe give you inspiration. Taps on your creativity, takes you out of the mundane. Let's see what's your next steps. Nine of Cups, going for your happiness. Going for what gives you joy, gives you pleasure, satisfaction. Gives you meaning, hope, inspiration. Builds upon the creative aspects of who you already are. And what are the future possibilities here? Hanged Man. So getting a new perspective. Usually the Hanged Man is kind of about marinating. Like you're learning how to embody the energies. But this to me seems like it's a new perspective. You're gaining a new perspective. So there's some internal changes going on here. You know, you've got the Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. You're at the very beginning stages of this emerging. But you're listening to it. And you're starting to see a connection. You're starting to build a connection here. And you're starting to let go of the expectations of maybe how others see you or want you to show up in a situation or show up in life, period. So let's dive in, Libras. Let's find out what this Page of Pentacles is. Growing, learning. We have the Two of Cups. Shuffle a little bit more here before I keep going forward. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Pentacles. I think you're learning through relationships. It could have been an intimate relationship. Or not. It could be with just people who are very close to you, people that you have a heart connection with, people who are meaningful in your life. And we got the Two of Pentacles. So with the Six of Pentacles, this is learning about kind of like your value, your it has to do with reciprocity. It has to do with give and take. It has to do with balance. It has to do with seeing, maybe measuring how much you value, how much you're valued, how much you give as compared to what's given back, especially in relationships that are very meaningful to you. You're starting to learn and gain some knowledge here about some things. There could be an imbalance in how much you give as compared to what's given back, or you could be trying to balance it out. You could be learning how to maybe in the past you've given a lot more than, and you have a hard time receiving. So you might be working on maybe receiving from people without having to feel like you're obligated to return the favor, so to speak. Learning how to build connections where there's an equal balance. Not equal in the sense of 50-50. I gave you a gift for Christmas, so you give a gift back to me. But a balance in energy exchanges, a balance in lifting one another up, a balance in trying to help each other succeed. Sometimes there's a mixed match of power. Sometimes one person is able to give more than the other, and then later on down the road that kind of balances itself out. But there's definitely a learning process going on here. And you're definitely starting to like something stirring on the inside that's kind of starting to wake up. So let's see what the Chariot is, because this is your opportunity. You got opposing forces going at hand here. Well, the Ace of Swords wanted to pop out. So this is about taking action of things that are meaningful and authentic to you. You got the Eight of Wands. Again, that's fast-moving energy. This could have something to do with your voice. And we got the Six of Wands. Using your voice to overcome a situation or to overcome maybe some of the thought processes you have had. Speaking your truth. Thank you. Speaking your truth. Speaking your truth, not holding back, being seen. Six of Wands, being seen. It's time to take action of that which is in you, which you know to be true for yourself, and to start moving forward with it. And this is about Ace of Swords, double-edged sword. This is about speaking your truth. Some people are going to drop away, some people aren't. This doesn't mean that it has to be harsh, or it has to be cutting, or it has to be like it's my way or the highway kind of thing. But it does have to do with something where you are feeling like you're being seen, you're being heard, you're being clear. Because I think you're moving towards relationships that are more, that help you grow, that help you become more of who you are. I think you're tired of wearing the mask. I think you're tired of showing up. You know, the King of Wands is very colorful, very enigmatic, very dynamic. You know, they're kind of like everybody wants to be around them. They give life to everybody around them. But sometimes that's a mask that people wear to kind of like cover up feeling like they may not be liked if they show up as their authentic self. And I think you're starting to learn about yourself and what is authentic to you. Sometimes we can, project things that we want people to think how we are, but deep down inside, what's inside really isn't matching what's outside. And I think you're getting to a point where you want the inside to match the outside as well. So let's see what the Page of Swords is, because this is like apprenticeship. This is learning, observing, absorbing. We got the Three of Swords, we got the Page of Cups. Another page coming through. I think this is something to do with learning the art of vulnerability. Opening yourself up, because we got the Two of Swords. That's not being a doormat. There's difference between vulnerability is having the capacity to learn, to gather information, to be able to try things differently than you've tried them in the past, to be able to learn from other people's knowledge or their wisdom, not to measure up, so to speak, but to just integrate it in the best way that you can and how it works best for you. Because somewhere along the way here, there's been some heartbreak, some sadness, some pain. And you've kind of closed yourself off to the idea of opening up, because Two of Swords is shutting yourself out or shutting everybody else out. You kind of shut everybody else off in not letting love in, not being vulnerable, not being more open, working from a place of your heart. Like you're very much guarding your heart. But through this process, you are observing this. You are watching it. You are noticing it. You know it's there. Because the overall theme for your reading, Libra, is wanting you to take you what your true desires are. And are you admitting that what your true desires are? Are you speaking them to yourself, or are you shoving them down? So let's keep going. Let's find out what the Queen of Swords here is, because this is how you got here. So this is emotional detachment. This could be bitterness as well. This could be, I have the answers. I know how this works. I know what this looks like. I'm not, it could be being very judgy. We got the Three of Wands coming up. We got the King of Cups, and we got the Star. I think you feel like love has passed you by. I think deep down inside you really crave or desire a relationship that's built on unconditional love, that is built on reciprocity, kindness, compassion, and understanding. I feel like you've watched that ship sail. Like it's not coming in for you. And I think in some ways it's caused you to maybe grow a little bit bitter, a little bit judgmental, a little bit more like, not that you have all the answers for everybody, but because of your experiences in life, you're measuring all the experiences in life by that standard. But I think things are starting to open up for you a little bit here. I think you're starting to learn to open up a little bit, and that you're not bringing the past into the present situation. Sometimes there are energetic qualities that we go through in this life where in order to master the experience, you'll have the same energies coming to you, but in a different form. So say a relationship, say there was a relationship that just didn't measure up, and you had put a lot of time and effort into it. Or a job situation you had put a lot of time and effort into, but it just really didn't kind of measure up. It's like you were playing a role in a game. And there wasn't really anything authentic in it, but from the outside it looked like it was working for you, but it really wasn't. And something about this relationship or this situation or both broke your heart. And kind of since then, you've been very, very guarded. Kind of in your own shell. But I think the egg is cracked. Because the ego can be very deceiving. The ego is kind of like what the suit that we put on to play the part in the role that we're supposed to play when we enter into society, so to speak. And so we're playing a role of the demands of society instead of not playing the role, but being what's closest to our heart and being able to just be who we are. But first you have to figure out who you are. And you're measuring that up against relationships. Very connected relationships. And you're watching the dynamics. You're observing the dynamics. Now, the judgment calls you're making on that is what affects you going forward. So let's see what the Nine of Pentacles is, because this is what's coming in. This is what's right around the corner. This is self-confidence, but sometimes that self-confidence can also be a mask. So clarify what this is. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Devil. And we have the Queen of Wands. Alright, Libras, I see where this is going. Self-confidence is measured by outside influences. Three of Cups. Outside influences. There is an attachment to other people's opinions, objectives, ideas, how they see you, how they want to see you, how they see yourself, right? Because the Queen of Wands can be very influential and very charismatic and very colorful, but she can also wear a mask. She or he can also wear a mask to live up to other people's expectations, to kind of present in a way that needs to be presented, or to help other people feel like you're part of the crowd, or you fit in, or you belong. And you're building your confidence on other people's input. And there's some kind of attachment or ego or pride, so to speak, with this, because anytime the Devil comes in, this is Capricorn energy, you're always asking yourself the question, what or whom or both is holding me back from doing what I really want to do? And do I even know what that is? And how can I even get there if I really don't know myself? If I'm always playing pretend, or trying to meet other people's expectations, or trying to be the all in all. Like, what is real and what isn't? And here lies the question, Libra, where you're figuring out who you are in all this madness, and what's real to you in all this madness, and asking yourself the question, Queen of Swords, asking yourself the question, what is it I really want? Because if I'm looking for a relationship, a love relationship that's unconditional, and I feel like it's passed me by, but that's truly what I want, then I need to learn to give it to myself first, instead of getting it from outside of me. Because then I will be chasing that my whole life to have to get something, some sort of being seen, being heard, being acknowledged. Here's your Six of Swords. Gaining attention will always have to come from outside of me. And it's like chasing the carrot on the stick. It's always right in front of you, but you can never quite grab it. So let's see what the Page of Wands is. These are your outside influences. So this could be an opportunity presenting itself. This could be just looking for creative inspiration. This could be looking for like somebody who really gives you good advice, but not in the sense where they think they know it all. King of Wands. Because this is a Page of Wands. Just something that is simple and small and easy to start out with. How do I do this? Where do I begin? How do I start? What's wanting to creep in? So we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Well, this is about planting seeds. It's about planting seeds. It's about tending to your own garden. To start a new beginning, you got to start looking at what inspires you. What really drives you? What does that look like? What could it look like? What are the possibilities? What do I really, really want? What are my dreams? How am I being able to create my own reality? How am I being able to start again? Because an opportunity is going to be coming up to present itself, and it may be somewhat subtle, but it can take you from the Ace of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Great resolve, financial benefits. I mean, sitting good, like you want for nothing. But it starts with having to plant the seeds now. Planting the seeds for the future, so to speak. And then you have to tend to that garden. You have to water it. And you do it by observing and listening and asking yourself the questions and waiting for the answers from within you. Sometimes they show up outside of you as well, because synchronicities do start happening. When you really start tapping in, synchronicities do start happening in your life. Opportunities start presenting themselves, and it's up to you to take those opportunities. So let's find out what the Nine of Cups is, because these are your next steps. In order to get to your happiness, your dreams, your visions, your goals, what are they? Who are they? What do they look like? What if you don't know? Where do you start? You start by observing your relationships. You start by watching the dynamics. You start by understanding your own pain. You start by understanding where and how you are closing yourself off. So clarify the Nine of Cups. We got Temperance. We have the Four of Wands. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Well, Temperance is about patience. Nobody ever wants to hear that. But it's also about embodiment. And so embodiment is, what is a phrase? Be the change. It's so cliche, I know. Be the change that you want in the world. That's what it is. That doesn't mean you have to go out and conquer the world, but it does mean you have to start feeling what it would feel like if you really did have your hopes and your dreams, your visions, what they really are to you. To be able to embody that experience, because you're really buying an experience. And it's something that will bring stability in your life. Four of Wands. It'll kind of be a staple. It'll build itself. It'll build itself over time to being something that solid ground that you can stand on. Because you got the Knight of Pentacles here. This is progress, not perfection. Working towards something and knowing that the capability is there, but this is your journey and your observation. Nobody else can put your dreams into effect, into motion except you, because only you have that inside of you. Nobody else has the same vision or the same dreams. They may have something similar to it or parallel to it, but it's not the same journey. It's just not. So let's get one more on the Hangman. So it's kind of like looking at things from a different angle. Marinating, like you take a step, you do something a little different, then you sit back and you kind of sit with it and you let it integrate. That's how I see the Hangman. Then when the next step is supposed to be taken, you'll get an inkling, because it's really about starting to trust yourself. Ace of Cups. Six of Cups. It's about being more playful, being more joyful, finding the joy in something, finding your happy place, sitting in nostalgia, things that made you happy when you were a child, creating. What were you doing? What were you creating? What were you having fun at? Where did things start to take a turn where you felt like you had to perform, or you had to be something that wasn't in your authenticity to you? Because you got love surrounding you. The Ace of Cups is kind of like, I mean, this could be a new beginning in love, in a relationship for some of you. It could be somebody coming back from the past. It could be that you're still stuck on somebody from the past that you truly love. So it's acknowledging that. For others of you, this could just be about learning how to be more playful, learning how to bring more humor into your life, learning how to love the situations or parts of yourself that are authentic. Because this isn't about you having to overcome and override and overtake and, be the best and show up as, you get to be just exactly who you are. And those people that are meant to stay in your life are going to stay, and those people that aren't meant to stay in your life aren't going to stay. Everything's in constant motion. So let's see who we have showing up for you here, Libra. We got Cancer twice. We got Aquarius. We got Capricorn. We got Aquarius again. We got Pisces. We got Sagittarius. And we had a lot of fire energy coming through. So I'm also going to look at Aries and Leo as well in the extended. But I will look at those signs in the extended, and we will get actions and advice for you. For those of you that are not going on, let's get some divine guidance for you. This is from the Denise Lynn Sacred Forest Oracle deck. Ancient Oak Spirit, Strength, number 2. So if you start seeing the number 2, that is a sign that this reading was meant for you. Walking softly into the forest, you can hear the deep, sonorous voice of the oak. When the great oak spirit speaks, the forest becomes still and listens. Although you may not be consciously aware of them, powerful and profound messages seep into your soul and can be felt in the core of your being. This card represents standing strong in your truth. Oh my God, that's your Ace of Swords right here. Your opportunity, standing strong in your truth. It appears as a sign that you need to step into your strength, or conversely, when you are responding to a situation with too much strength. Recall how a strong wind will cause a flexible willow to bend, but the rigid oak branch to break. The appearance of the ancient oak spirit may also foretell mystical experiences ahead. Oak spirit acts as a reminder of the wellspring of power within you. Traditionally, this tree has symbolized endurance, strength, mystical wisdom, courage, and nobility. Remember that inner strength means speaking your truth without guile or over-explaining yourself. It means living in full authenticity, even if everyone seems against you. The oak tree doesn't need to overtly declare its power. It is just what it is. There may be a blockage in your life or one soon to come. Now is the time to amass your inner strength and to move beyond it. This is a card of good fortune. If a dream has eluded you, know that you have the fortitude to achieve your goals. There's your star, and that's how you got here. You feel like a dream has passed you by. Help from mystical realms is at hand. Believe in your inner strength. What are currently obstacles will be tomorrow's stepping stones to success. The spirit of the ancient oak tree says you are wise and strong beyond measure. Stand firm, stay rooted where you are, speak your truth. You are intuitively guided into the right direction. So the egg is cracked. The egg is cracked for you, Libras, and you're going in a good way. You're going in a good direction. Remember, it's progress, not perfection. You are standing in your authenticity, and your dreams are on their way. That's the overall theme of the reading. It takes time to integrate. It's like you move things forward a little bit. You integrate the experience. You breathe it through, then you step forward again. Integrate the experience, breathe it through. That's your temperance card right here. This is where you build your stability. And this is where you are building your 9 of Cups. One step at a time. So that's what I have for you this week, Libra. I hope this helped. For those of you going on, the link is in the extended link is in the description box below. It's always so hard to formulate the words to put that together. And until next time, may the peace that passes all understanding embrace the essence of your being. Bye-bye.